Not that I've been doing nothing. I've been just extremely busy. I'll get into that a little bit here. Let me give a second and see if give people a chance to tune in. I have the Camaro behind me. I'm going to talk about that coming up. We had a little bit of fiasco that we finally figured out with the Power Stroke truck. So I'm gonna get into that. First of all, you want to say hi quick? I have my daughter here. There's
Hi,
Sadie.
everybody.
That's my daughter. She's like super stoked. So she just wanted to say hi and pop in. Who the hell was that? Oh, junk from the rear of the Camaro on my face. That's lovely. All right, anyway, I'm going to get started here. I'm going to do with the Camaro because it's behind me and it's just easier to talk about it logistically because it's behind me. So anyway, we got the axles back Monday night. Today's Thursday. We got the axles back Monday night from Tom. It's been a struggle. We had to remount the bolts for the retainer. That is nothing negative, no shade to cast on Tom for that. He didn't know. He guesstimated the holes were a little small. I just reamed them out a little bit, and they're fine. So we got them bolted up. Great. So Tuesday, it's been raining all week here. So Tuesday in the rain, started assembly on the brakes. Well, as we would have it, the top anchor for where the shoes pivot against, the nut was bottoming out before it got tight. So I had to make machine some spacers to put in between so that way we could get that anchor tight. We didn't want any movement at all. So that took how long to machine spacers and then actually put the anchors in and then tighten everything down. So that was Tuesday night. So Wednesday night we found another problem. We went to put the wheel cylinders in. Not only was there no holes drilled for them, but the mounts were all wrong. So I had to take the axles back out of the car. I had to remove the backing plates. I had to machine out the area where the wheel cylinders bolt up to. I had to make it perfectly square, and then I had to grind the back of the wheel cylinders, which nervous as hell to do it, but hey, and was able to get it to fit. So I had to machine the backing plate, I had to machine the wheel cylinders, then I had to figure out how to locate where the bolt hole should go. So that was a freaking fiasco. So once figured that out, we drilled the holes in there, sized everything, and Sam's here. Sam, I think I talked to you the other day. I gotta take a time out here to say hi to some people. That one kid, my screen's cracked. Is it 3 or 8? I can't see, my screen's cracked. But shout out Jay, shout out, and Sam as well. Yeah, scatterbrain, that happens to me too. No, I am not single, I'm married, sorry. I don't know why you since it started falling apart like a cattail. I think you need to see a doctor about that or an exorcist. I'm not quite sure which, but either one would probably help your situation here, scatterbrain. One shot, is that? Yeah, look, yeah, one shot. What's up, man? Thanks for joining the live. Apparently, we're going to be talking about, Scatterbrain's going to have us talking about health class, because apparently we're going to be talking about his wiener flaking off and some other issues. So maybe, we don't know where this live is going to go, but we might end up that way. Viper VR, hey, thanks for joining. Lola, your wife is a lucky woman. I wish she thought the same way. She chews me out every day, says I spend too much time on Shit boxes. But anyway, so all right. Hopefully everybody's well. Back to story. So it took like 2 trips to the hardware store to get the right length bolts. TCH, what's up? Thanks for joining. So we finally got the right length bolts, the right pitch, thread pitch. So we bolted the wheel cylinders in. So I'm thinking this is going good. This is Wednesday night. We got the brake shoe anchor. We have the wheel cylinders bolted on. I'm thinking this is going to go good. So tonight, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. That helps me with with what I'm trying to do here, which some days I'm not quite sure even what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get through all this. I'm trying to get basically a race car that's been in mothballs since before COVID. I'm trying to resurrect that car. I've had it for 28 years, but I'm trying to resurrect it to get to the track this year so I can get you guys some better content of me actually driving and racing. So anyway, so here I had to take the brake lines were the wrong flare. So now I had to buy new brake lines. So now I had to unbolt, because of the angle, I had to unbolt the wheel cylinders so I could get the thread started for the brake lines into the wheel cylinder. Once I got those tight, then I had to hand bend everything to make it work. And so that way I could bolt the wheel cylinder back to the backing plate. So I got that. So both sides are plumbed and everything's tight. I have one side that the brake shoes are on, everything's on, and the brake drum is on. The other side, the kit I bought is missing 2 hold down springs and 2 springs that actually hold them to the pivot point. So I gotta see if I can get a hold of I have to TCH. Hey, thanks. Hey, get some rest, take care of yourself, and thank you. I'm gonna try and have a good rest of the day. I'm gonna go grill some sausage for dinner, and I'm gonna call it a night because I'm beat, as you can tell with what I'm telling you, what I was doing tonight. So I got it all plumbed. I didn't actually bleed anything as far as to get the air out of the system. I'm just trying to get everything in place, get all the springs on, get all the brake shoes on, get everything. Good night, TCH. Take care of yourself. Thanks for tuning in. So I got that done. So I have to get springs yet. The hold down springs are missing, and I'm missing the actual springs, the retractor springs that go up top. I'm missing 2 of those that didn't come in the kit. So I have to find those yet. For the other side, but the driver's side is completely done. It's ready to be bled. So what I'm going to do, before it gets too dark here, let me switch this around, the camera on here. So hard to see, but I got the drum on there. This is the side that's complete. Hard to see. I don't have my flashlight, but that's all complete. Everything's plumbed. I painted the brake drums black, and then have everything else. So we put the front wheels back on the car since we got the struts are built. Everything's repainted and checked. So the front of the car is pretty much ready to go. I just, I got to put air in the tires, and the whole car needs a good cleaning. But this is really, ripping my hair out trying to get these on. And hopefully, I'm really hoping when I was talking with Tom about, I'm really hoping that they work as, going to a drum brake from a disc brake. I'm hoping it does what he's saying it does, and it should. He's built 6 of them, 4th gen Camaro Firebirds with the same setup, and they had a lot of success. So I'm really hoping that works out. I ain't gonna lie, I'm exhausted on that. So that's the update on the Camaro, what's going on. Now, the other thing that's I mentioned about the Power Stroke truck. That's going to be another project. The other day I was driving, I got death wobble real bad. I had to pull over to the side of the road and stop, and it went away. Now, it hasn't done the death wobble since, thank God. But I did notice when the truck is parked, if I go in reverse, my wheels go like a lot of negative camber, both front wheels. So I was thinking that the tie rod ends are probably shot, which when I jacked the truck up, there is a lot of play in there. So I went ahead and ordered what I thought would be tie rod ends that fit. And you might have seen in the live I did, I believe it was Saturday, I was tearing into that. Well, it ended up that those parts didn't fit. So I was scratching my head as to why. Come to find out that we didn't know. I went to Napa because they carry Moog and stuff, and I like to use Moog parts for the front end and for suspension. We went all the way to an F650, and it was the same part number as my F250 would take. So, but it wasn't fitting. Like the rod, the drag link that's coming off was like 1.5 times thicker. So it wasn't making sense. So here I remembered about 2 years ago, I wanted to replace the drag link on the truck, and it didn't work either because it was too small, and I never returned it. Well, here ends up that is the right one. So I kept the tie rod ends that I had, and I just ordered a new sleeve. So I put it all together. It goes together. I just have to put it on the truck. Now, as far as the mystery as to when you look under the truck, the passenger side drag link tie rod end is almost 1.5 thicker than the one on the driver's side. Okay, why is that? That doesn't make sense. What I found out was a lot of guys who do a lot of towing, they somehow, and I don't know how they know this blows my mind, but somehow there's guys out there who know how to graft Dodge truck parts onto a Ford. Supposedly they're thicker and they're stronger, yada yada yada. That's great if you're going to off-road or do any kind of extreme kind of stuff, pulling whatever with the truck, but I'm not doing that. I'm pulling my trailer. So it's a real pain in the you-know-what. It works great, but it's a real pain in the you-know-what when it comes time to order parts. So now that I have the correct drag link, tie rod end, and adjusting sleeve, the plan is when the weather cooperates, I'm going to take the drag link and the one off, and I'm going to replace it with the brand new drag link, brand new sleeve, brand new tie rod end for the right side. So that way it's the same size as the driver's side. The driver's side, I still have to replace the tie rod and what bolts into your spindle. So basically it's going to have a new drag link, new tie rod ends on both sides. So I'm really hoping I'm able to really dial in the suspension, dial in the alignment, and really get this truck working really, really good the way it should. So that's kind of the plan with that. That's why I haven't been posting lives. Just been super busy, just stressed out. Been on the laptop, just trying to dive into stuff to find out what's going on and what goes with what works with what, and how to set stuff up. So I'll be perfectly honest, by the time I get to bed, I'm asleep before my head hits the pillow. I'm just zonked. So I'm hoping maybe I can get some content up, a regular video for you guys, hopefully soon. I did one the other day when I replaced a starter on the truck. So that I was able to get out this week, but I've just been really focusing on getting the Camaro ready for some racing action, live action, if you will, real soon. I hope so. But with being focused on that and trying to get it done, I'm falling behind on other things that I could be doing. So, but anyway, that's what's been going on. I'm going to try and see if I can get these springs I need for the other side. Hopefully get these brakes done. I'm hoping by the end of the weekend, hopefully to have them done and be able to bleed them out and see how they work and start getting this car together and really, and maybe even get some live action here just at the house of just checking out the brakes, doing a couple hits with the line lock, trying to see if I can leave on the converter to see how it leaves. With the drum brakes, we should be able to launch the car harder than we were able to with the disc brakes. So we'll see if that's true. Plus the car is basically under the tree for almost 3 weeks now, and it's destroyed. It really needs a good cleanup. So I'm going to do that as well before we put it into trailer, and then try and get a date as far as when we can go to the track and get some elapsed times on this thing. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for now. I'm going to go and start up the grill and go make myself some dinner, and then I'm probably just going to grab a quick shower and go crash. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys could just, if you could subscribe to my channel, Big E's Auto, would appreciate it. I'm trying to get back on the grind, but I got a lot of other stuff I get lined up to try and get taken care of. So I'm going to try and see what I can do here, get some content up for you guys. Till I'm able to get more content, I'm going to try and just do more lives here, and that way at least have some contact with you guys and some interaction. So until next time, watch out for each other, take care of each other. We'll see you next time right here, Big E's Auto. Bye for now.